Allah Azza wa Jal, when He sent human beings on the earth, sent both of our parents to the earth, He said something remarkable, because the devil was being sent down at the same time. And He said, "Ihbitu ba'dukum li ba'din adu." All of you descend, you are going to be enemies to each other. Which means the devil is going to be the enemy to men and women, and he's going to make sure that men become enemies to women, and women become enemies to men, and men to each other, and women to each other. So the idea is that he will try to create as much animosity as possible. Inna shaitan yanza'u baynakum. The shaitan is going to cause tension between you, cause friction between you. And since the beginning of humanity until today, human beings are suffering in their personal lives, in community, in countries, and in international politics with conflict. There are all kinds of conflicts that human beings are engaged in every single day. Some of our conflicts are economic. For example, an employee fighting with an employer. The boss says you need to work more and get paid less. And the employee says, no, I want to work less and get paid more. The boss says less time off. The employee says, I want more time off. The government tells people we want more taxes. And people say we want to pay less taxes. The government says we want to provide less services. People say less taxes and more services. There's a tension between people and government, and employers and employees. There's a tension between men and women, in marriage and in social contracts and everything else. The rights between men and women. And in all of these conflicts, every side believes that they're right. For example, if there's a divorce case or there's a conflict between two family members and they go to a divorce court judge, if the judge is a man and the judge is a woman, it's going to make a difference. Isn't it? Because they can't help but be who they are. And if the judge himself or herself went through a divorce just 2 months ago, then when they see, if the female judge sees the guy, she's not going to see a man, she's going to see her ex-husband, and she's going to let it out. And you won't even know, because human beings can't help themselves but be biased. The same thing with a man. He'll have a bias against a woman and he may not even be conscious of it. The thing though is that Allah Azza wa Jal gave us guidance, and He gave us guidance because He loves men and He loves women equally. He's concerned with the employer and the employee equally. He's the only one that truly can be a neutral party. Nobody else can be neutral. Men can't be neutral. Women can't be neutral. Parents can't be neutral. Children can't be neutral. Children will say the parents have taken their rights. Parents will say children have taken their rights. Everybody is going to look at things from their own point of view. Our need to just get our rights and what we deserve, it's so obsessive that even when we come to our religion, what we do often is that we study the things that will benefit us. So parents will look up all the places in the Qur'an that talk about parents' rights so they can quote it to their kids and say, Allah says, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Allah says, be the best you can be to your parents. Everybody wants to talk about their rights. Nobody wants to talk about their responsibilities. And then on the flip side, husbands will quote hadith and ayat at their wives. And the wives will quote, oh, you're no sahabi yourself. And then they'll quote stuff at their husband. So everybody wants to take a part of Islam they can use as a weapon to slap somebody else with, instead of taking responsibility themselves. The thing is, when we say, وَكَلِمَةُ اللَّهِ هِيَ الْعُلْيَا, that the word of Allah is in the supreme place, it's in the highest place, then I have to put my needs and my wants and my bias and my feelings on the side and put Allah's word above that. And if I'm not able to do that, then I don't understand the place of Allah's word. Because my own bias and my own feelings are actually superior to Allah's own words.